PSP Go. It just came out. It is really a lot better in my opinion. It it it's really more of just it's just the looks of it have just changed, obviously, but it still feels like it's just a newly released system, not just an upgrade of the previous models to me. That's what's cool about it. Just because it's such a change to the physical looks to it, it just makes it that much different. And it's just incredibly light and incredibly small. You just can't tell on camera. And even if I compare it to something, you still have to see it in real life. Like the iPod Touch I have here, it's actually, you can see it's about the same size. Obviously you see the iPod Touch is much thinner, but the screen on the PSP is a little bit bigger. And we have DSi. Let's get that. Let's see that. PSP Go here is a little bit thinner. And you open it up. PSP Go is definitely way smaller than the DSi. And it's interesting because it kind of takes, sort of looks like the DS a little bit in a way, because it has, kind of two panels now. So yeah, it's kind of interesting there. So it's just a really cool system, but if you get the black model like I did, it really shows fingerprints. Let's get that. Can't really. Oh, there. Yeah, you see all those fingerprints just show up like crazy. I got a new screen protector coming next week that'll hopefully stop the fingerprints and scratches and stuff. So that's good. You can see here is the port to charge it, hook it up to your computer, and hook it up to your PS3. All in one nice little port there. Saves on space in the console. You have your headphones and headset. But you really don't need that for headsets because you can just use Bluetooth. And then, let's see, we've got the wireless LAN switch. L and R buttons, really kind of nice actually, I like them. And then what's really not so nice is you got your brightness here, volume up and down, and then you got your mute button. And it's really annoying when it's open and you're playing and it's like, you really have to kind of look. So like when you want to change the volume in mid-game with an old PSP, it's just like, oh, you're playing at the same time and you press the volume. But here it's kind of like, you don't feel like you can press the volume while you're playing. It's kind of annoying, but no big deal. Let's see. So yeah, so let's see. Here, let's turn the brightness a little bit. There you go. You got a clock here when it's closed. You can turn it to go into sleep mode or whatever, but then you can't watch videos when it's closed, so I just leave it on here. If you press L and R at the same time, it gives you a little calendar, and then you can switch dates and stuff. Kind of just a little simple thing. But then we get into the actual console here. You got your analog or your directional buttons. You got a little analog stick, which exactly like everybody says, it's weird at first, but you just gotta get used to it. It is like when you first play it and you think of that, like when people say you gotta get used to it, you think, oh my god, no, you really can't get used to this. And then you play it for like 15 minutes, and it's already just natural. And you got start select right here, nicely done. Triangle, square, X, circle, all in good measure. And just incredibly light system. Like, I can't even tell you, the iPod, it really is almost as light as the iPod. It's pretty crazy. And it just almost makes this feel really cheap and everything. That's the only problem. because it's so light and it just feels a little fragile, and it came in a small box. That's where it just doesn't feel like it's worth $250. But I'm sure that price will come down soon. There's already retailers selling it for like 200 or something. So yeah, so it's really quite interesting. You go to the PlayStation Network to download your games. You've got Skype, and there's a built-in microphone here, like the PSP 3000. Basically just the same interface and everything as the old PSP. A couple new features and stuff, I guess, like being able to shut down your games in mid-game, and kind of like a real-time save. Like if you ever use DS flashcards and stuff, you can just exit and come back to whatever point you were at before, which is incredibly nice. But yeah, it's just a really nice system. I can tell you that. Very nice. It's just fun to play with. Just because it's so nice and small and everything. I felt the same way when I got a Game Boy Micro. It just made Game Boy games fun for me. Just completely because of the system itself. It just made it just so fun. And that's what this does. It just makes games fun and just really nice to play. I'm gonna get Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars in a few days when it comes out. I really enjoyed that for the DS, and it looks like it'll live up to expectations with the PSP version too. So that's my little review. Got a lot of fingerprints here. It's really annoying, but yeah, pretty cool little system here. I really do love it. So there we have it.